Some of you know that I taught high school at Pace in Opelika, Florida, a suburb of Miami, a very tough ghetto neighborhood. I did that in the early 70s, and I enjoyed my time at Pace High. So when I was following the Surfside condo collapse in North Miami Beach, all right, I saw a survivor, a 15-year-old boy, Jonah Handler, was featured in some of the news accounts. Jonah goes to Pace High School. That caught my attention. So I looked into this a little bit more, and then I talked to one of our producers here on the No Spin News, a guy named Dave Brown, who's been with me for a long time. And he knows the family. He knows Jonah's family. So first, let me set up what happened. Go.
A teenage boy, now identified as Jonah Handler, rescued from the rubble after part of the building he was in collapsed.
He was just screaming, "Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me."
That's Nicholas Balboa, who happened to be in the area and heard Jonah's cries for help after parts of his high-rise came crumbling down early Thursday morning, trapping him underneath.
I saw an arm sticking out of the wreckage, and he was screaming, "Can you see me?" And whatnot. So we started to kind of climb up to him, to try and see if we could get him free. But it was too heavy, too much rebar, stuff like that. It was going to take quite a bit of effort to get him out.
But due to the amount of debris and wreckage, he was unsuccessful.
We got fire and police over there, so I was able to signal a police officer using the flashlight of my phone. And so the police officer came over, he got up to him.
A short time later, Jonah, who attends Monsignor Pace High School and plays on the school's junior varsity baseball team, was finally pulled from the wreckage with nothing but the clothes on his back and a few broken bones, along with his mother, whose injuries we're told are more severe.
And his mother, Stacy Fang, 54 years old, died. So, anyway, a terrible situation. There's Stacy, because many Americans live in condos and apartments and they trust that the buildings are safe. And so this is so horrible because everybody goes, could this happen to me? Now, obviously, this is very rare, but the intensity of the story is very, very important. So let's bring in Dave Brown. He's down in Florida, a Factor producer, and now works for us at the No Spin News here. How did you meet Stacy?
We went to middle school together, Bill. We've known each other since 1978, and we stayed, we remained friends throughout the years.
And do you know what happened to her and Jonah? Were they in their apartment? Were they outside?
So there were two booms. Around midnight, there was an initial boom. They went out to the balcony, and they went back into the house. They were both uneasy, and Stacy said, "I'll get into bed with you." When the second boom happened, the building went down, and Stacy was pulled out of the rubble alive. Jonah, as we saw, was pulled out, and Stacy died later on at the hospital. So I guess they rode down.
So they were in the condo, and then it's obviously a miracle that Jonah's still alive. Now he's an only child, I understand, right? And his father lived away from it was a split family. There is a GoFundMe situation now for Jonah, correct?
There is, yeah. There is a GoFundMe page that was set up by his father. If you look up Stacy Fang or Jonah Handler, Miami condo collapse, you'll be able to donate for his future education, his well-being.
Okay, well, that's a worthy thing to do. My final question, and I don't want to get, too emotional about this because it's just very hard for you as a friend of this woman for so many years to process it. I won't put you through that. But just give me in a nutshell why you kept in touch with her for so many years.
I'm blessed that we come from an area we're all still in touch. I mean, Facebook has helped, but the kids that I grew up with, the guys and the gals that go back to kindergarten and grade school through high school, we're still really tight. Everybody's in touch with everybody. We were blessed. It was a certain place and time. And, you know, she was just this beautiful lady, this beautiful girl that sat next to me in sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. Our friends were all still our friends. People from here that we went to grade school together with flew up for the funeral, which was buried on Tuesday in Long Island. So we've all remained close, and it's heartbreaking. She was just a lovely, lovely person.
Yeah, and we feel terrible for Jonah and his father, who will have to go on without her. All right, Dave, thanks very much. We really appreciate it.